Hey guys, Junkzilla here. Today was a very eventful day. It was one of our bigger community sales today. Picked up lots of items. Make sure you stick around for the videos of the garage sales and the comps at the end. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, so we start off with this first sale here. This is a church rummage sale. Walk in. I've already looked at all the clothes and stuff. I didn't really find anything that interested me. Come back into this room and I find this Kirby vacuum cleaner, just like the one that was snatched from me a week or two prior. So ask them how much they want for it because it's one of the few items that doesn't have a price. They say 50. I asked them if they would take 30 and they accept. So I take that.
How you guys doing today?
Good. Yourself?
Cool. Doing pretty good. All the prices are estimates, so just let us know.
So I end up asking them about the monitor on the ab circle machine to see if it works. So they're checking that for me, and then while they're checking, I go over and take a look at these records. I'm not very knowledgeable on records, and neither is my dad. We know a few that are worth picking up. So if you see any while I'm glancing through these that are worth picking up in the future, please let me know in the comments below. $4 on this?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll probably do that. Thank you. Do you guys have change for a 10 by chance?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
$6.
6.
How you doing?
Good, and you?
Good. What are you getting for your keyboard?
$20.
$20? So after the lady says 20 bucks, I do some research on the keyboard. Turns out this model is worth about 90 bucks. So I ask her if she would mind if I tested it out. Being the nice woman she is, she of course says yes. And then I test it out. Everything seems to be working very well. There is that tiny little bit of film on the face of the keyboard peeling off. I figure that won't be too much of an issue. So I take the deal for 20 bucks. Pretty good find here.
It's really nice one. My husband never used it.
Yeah, looks nice. All right. I'll probably do that for 20 bucks. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Here.
Oh, just give it to Dad, let him carry it?
Yep, that sounds good.
That's easier.
Yep, it sure is. Here you go.
Okay.
Thank you. Those are cool.
The pewter. Those are kind of cool. Those are pewter.
But my mother-in-law say don't clean it because they lose como value, and I say, but nobody gonna like it like that.
Right.
For me, I prefer to clean it, but
Yeah,
I don't
those
buy
little
that
pewter
thing
cool.
yet. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
So we end up finding these two Corpse Bride action figures, 12 inches from 2005. Picked them up for $5 a piece. I'm going to bleed over into this next sale a bit to tell you a little story. So we pull up to this sale. They have about 3 boxes out in the bed of this guy's truck. And we think we can see everything from the car. My dad ends up seeing a bit of a model sailboat peeking up from one of the boxes. And so he gets out to look. Turns out these Corpse Bride figures are behind the model sailboat. Luckily, he brings them over to show them to me. We take a look at them. They're worth about $350 to $400 in the box. And so we, of course, take that deal. But this just goes to show you, make sure you always get out at the sales, even when you think you can see everything. Because we would have rolled right on past that sale, never thinking twice about it again. And somebody else would have made that amazing deal. Probably Rally Roots, he probably would have made that deal sooner or later if we were in the same area as him. So, but just make sure you're always getting out of the truck.
Powerful enough.
Yeah, I
Good
mean,
God.
bag of concrete, you know,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna mix up 300 pounds at one time, but
Right. What'd you want for these two? A little sign in this thing.
$10.
Put that in there.
How much is this guy? Were you looking at that, Mom?
That and the 4 Roses bottle, $50 for everything.
Alright, done.
Yep.
Alright, Mike, is that good?
Yeah, cool with me.
I never used those. They was here when we moved here, so I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
They played with them 2 or 3 times, and that's probably about it. 40.
So we get to this sale here. You can see my dad go right over to that Pillsbury Doughboy cooler. And of course, he snatches that up for 70 bucks. He seems to think he can get a couple hundred out of it. And then after this sale, we do quite a bit of rearranging in the truck because he picks up a Metropolitan Scooter at that sale as well. It was actually tucked away in the woman's garage, and while he was talking to her, she brings it up. Sells it to him for 150 bucks. So phenomenal deal there. He seems to think he can get about 800 out of it. So great deal there. And then this sale, you'll see me looking at clothes here.
My daughter hand painted it.
Really cool
Yeah.
ones here.
That's really cool. $1.
So I see this 2000 colorway Times Square t-shirt. This t-shirt, or I'm sorry, sweater is actually hand painted. It's a really cool find. There's only one of them listed right now, and it's listed for 140 bucks. I went to Terapeak to see that one other has sold. That one sold for 40. So I'm probably gonna start it on bid for around 40 bucks. But that was a really cool t-shirt find there. So we get started at this sale here. You can see to my left there's a little Brother personal fax machine. Apologize about the funky camera angles sometimes. Still getting used to the new GoPro that I'm using rather than just holding my phone. But I see that first, and then we see this big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figurine. Unfortunately, they're not selling it. They went kind of back and forth on it. They're worth about 200, 300 bucks. But unfortunately, they were not selling it. What might surprise you is this Brother fax machine, I guess since it's a personal one, or maybe it's the model, but it's a Brother Fax 575. In working condition, they're worth about 40 to 50 bucks, and I paid $1 for it, so that was a really good find. I had found one of these previously, but it didn't work. I didn't test it with the lady, so I made sure to test it this time. This one worked very well. And then my dad got this butt kicker dance stretching thing over here for 5 bucks. It looks like it's worth about 30. He took a chance on it. He just thought it was interesting, but he did good on the chance that he took. So that was a good find there. We pull up to this next sale. First thing I notice is these games over to the side. So I start looking through them. I end up only finding one game that is worth anything that I saw. Of course, I don't know everything about all the games. So if you see one in here that is worth anything, feel free to leave a comment down below if I missed any. But I'll let you know here in just a second the one that I picked up.
It is. Retail. First edition.
Yeah, a lot of the times that doesn't mean anything.
Oh, it doesn't?
Sometimes it doesn't.
I don't know what that is. Let me take a look at it. Look at the bottom.
So I end up just picking up this Star Fox Zero game for Wii U. So onto this next sale. I end up finding this bow down to the left here. It's a Golden Eagle bow. Works very well, but this is the most resistance I've ever felt on a bow. So me and my dad actually thought there was something wrong with it. It's so hard to pull back, I almost threw out my shoulder doing it. But it's a nice little bow here. Picked it up for 10 bucks. Looks like I could probably get about 80 out of it. All right, and then last sale of the day that I recorded, what we find here is this very cool model car that's worth about 200 bucks. After this, we're starting the comps. Also got a really pretty yellow lab puppy there. But right on to the comps after this. All right, jumping right into the comps, we have this Pioneer Laserdisc player. Picked this up for $5. It looks like it's worth about 100. Picked up this Brother fax machine. These will surprise you. I picked this up for $1. It is worth about 45, so really good find there. Picked up this Winchester shotgun shell sold here sign. Picked this up for $1. It was lumped in with a deal. And same with this Die Hard battery cooler here. Picked this up for a couple bucks. Also got this Casio keyboard here. Picked this up for 20 bucks. It works great. Came with a stand. Looks like I'll get probably about a little shy of 80 bucks, mainly because of this little scuff on the screen here. But works good. Picked this up for 20 bucks. Also picked up this colorway hand-painted Times Square 2000 sweater. The comp, I was only able to find one comp on this, one currently being sold or listed for 140. So I'm not quite sure what it's worth, but it looks like a good find here. Got it for $1. And then also got this Art Unlimited sportswear large pullover sweater. Really cool design on it here. It looks like it's from 1999. So good find there. It looks like this one's about 15 bucks and I got it for $1. And then a Disney Mickey and Friends medium sweater. Got this for $1. Looks like it'll sell for about 10. So good finds here on the clothes. Usually we don't look at clothes too closely because we're not very well versed in them. But today I took a gander and actually found some pretty good ones. All right, moving on with the comps here. I found this lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards for a few bucks. Gonna have to go through these cards individually. I'll let you guys know if I find anything worth anything in here. And then we have this Warren Ellis Eastwood Signature Tenor. Dad picked this up for 100 bucks. It looks like it'll go for about 250. And then we have this electric acoustic guitar that he found for 15. Looks like this will go for about 90. And then this moth in a display case. It looks like this can go for anywhere up to 80 bucks. So pretty cool, unique find here. And then we got this Star Fox Zero game for Wii U. Picked this up for $1. It looks like it'll sell for about 15. And then we got this 1969 AMX funny car model. So I actually originally picked this up at the sale, ended up setting it back down because I found one that was just the case. I'll put the comp on screen here. That sold for 15 bucks new. So I was like, oh, okay, it's not worth anything. And then my dad picks it up, does a little more research. Turns out that that is just the box and instruction manual. The model itself, pre-owned, is worth about $200. So he has been making fun of it, making fun of me for it the rest of the day. But good find here. With these model cars, at $5 or cheaper, always pick them up. All right, and then I picked up this Four Roses Bourbon Big Advertising Bottle. This guy threw this in with a couple of other things. I don't know what it's worth. I bet you I'll be able to at least get 15-20 bucks out of it, but pretty cool there. And then we have this Ab Circle ab machine. Picked this up for $4. It looks like I can get about 30 bucks out of it. So good find there. And then I found another Kirby Centria. Picked this up for 30 bucks. It looks like I'll be able to get about 150 out of this. It's a vacuum cleaner and you can turn it into a carpet shampooer as well. And then we also picked up this Electra solid state radio. Found this for $5. Looks like it's worth about 100. And then we found this M1A2 Abrams model RC tank. Looks like this is worth about 100 bucks if it's working. We still need to test if it's working or not, but picked this up for $5. And then we got this Still TS400 tile saw. Picked this up for $150. It looks like it's worth about $350. And then we got this RC battleship here. Also picked this up for $5. I'll put the comp on screen here. We haven't looked it up yet, but really cool find there. And then we have this Golden Eagle Evolution Advantage bow. Having trouble with the pullback right now. It looks like something might be jammed, but we'll get that all figured out. Paid 10 bucks for this. It's probably worth about 60, 70.
All right, and then the big finds of the day. We found this Metropolitan Scooter for 150 bucks. Looks like we'll be able to get about 800 out of this. And we found this Pillsbury Doughboy cooler for 70 bucks. Dad seems to think he'll be able to get about 300 out of this. Very cool finds here today. And then last but not least, we have this Louisville Slugger Blue Flame Ultimate Pitching Machine. It's missing the back piece to stabilize it. I'll still probably be able to get like 30 bucks out of it. I only paid 3 bucks for it. And then we got this Cobalt concrete mixer. Picked this up for 35 bucks. New they sell for about 400, so probably be able to get a couple hundred out of this. And then we have this booty kicker stretching thing for dancers. Picked this up for 10 bucks. Looks like we'll be able to get 30, 40 out of this. And then we also got this Minolta SRT 202 camera with a bunch of miscellaneous parts along with it. The camera itself seems to be worth about 100 bucks. Dad picked all this up for 30. And then we have the score of the day. We have Victor and the Corpse Bride here. Two 12-inch action figures from 2005. We actually found this at a sale that we originally weren't going to stop at because we thought we could see everything from the car. And then my dad saw a little sailboat, model sailboat that he thought was cool, got out to look at that, found these. Guy wanted 10 bucks for both of them. Looks like they're worth about 350 to 400 together. So this is a lesson to always get out of the car, even if you think you can see everything, because you can't.
Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you want to see any changes or anything you want to comment down below. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.